Hey guys, it's Will here. We have another video for you here today, starting in the first video actually in this series of rule blunders, where we instead of rule lawyering, we blunder through the rules. Until we get a better name, that's just what I'm going to call it. Vote down below what you guys would call the series. Basically, the idea behind these book series, this series I'm going to do book series, mostly going to be books, is we're going to go through basically everything I kind of have or what I'm into, and we're going to look at the rules. This being like TRPGs with core rule books. Is this going to be like video games with how the core engine of that works, how like it, determines your rolls and shoots and shots and stuff. Board games, real life, even maybe talk about rules on there. I'm not a lawyer. Nothing I say is legally binding or legal advice. Even rules about painting and stuff, whatever. The idea is we're going to take a quick dive, quick blunder, look at a core fundamental of something, mostly including rules of a certain thing. We're going to talk about it, my quick thoughts on it at the time of that video, and you guys alongside me are going to have conversations about it, what you like, don't like, what you want to see change, whatever you want to talk about in the chat below. The only rules that are going to be applied on this is going to be please keep it civil, and if there is any sort of arguing or aggressiveness past your normal just debate, being cruel or trying to do not so nice things that may require people in the future to use VPNs and stuff, then we might have an issue and this series might get taken down. But I don't think with who watches we shouldn't have much of an issue. So again, I like to keep my channel a very open spot. It's kind of grown to be more of like an actual YouTube channel than just a shits and giggles throw stuff on there to paint so I can look back at it sort of channel to share with my friends. So thank you again all for watching. But yeah, anyways, with the explanation of how this series is going to work, or these sort of videos are going to work, let's get right into it, starting off with my all-time favorite RPG, Pathfinder. This book is awesome. I love it. Second edition, but psych, this actually isn't the first book we're gonna talk about. Get that trash out of here. Yeah. The first book we're actually going to talk about here is one that fellow players at my table, you know who you are. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to share information and things. But this was a book I've talked about a lot of times on my channel here and there. I don't think a lot, but I've talked about quite a bit. This is a book, a rule set I've caused my players to play on Halloween as a joke, which took this game took a bunch of murder hobos and people who just want to see what they can do with the rules, turned them into serious players who learned a lesson, and got 5 other people from different tables who thought it was a complete joke of a game into it and have requested me to play this every Halloween, usually spanning 2 to 3 sessions. So take that as you will. I know this is a subject, this book is going to be a subject that a lot of people might not be into, but please keep your mind open and talk with me on this. But if you don't want to watch it, it's fine. If I joked you, if I joshed you with the book, I'm sorry. Next one will be actually about Pathfinder, but I just wanted to start this as a fun video just to make my week a little bit better. So long ramble enough. Here is the book, Tales of Equestria. This is a game made by River Horse and Hasbro. For those who may have played the My Little Pony Role-Playing is Magic game back in the day, basically if you wanted an up-to-date simpler version, this book basically ripped off that game. So take that as you will. There is a new one coming out, and that's kind of like another reason why I decided to pull this one out, is made by another company who does the Power Rangers and the Transformers role-playing game and G.I. Joe. Those are all already out. The My Little Pony one though hasn't come out yet. It was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't. It's still supposed to be coming out this year though, and I do have the DM screen, the rule book, and some dice. I have all the stuff for it pre-ordered, and it's going to be more like your 5th edition D&D. So let us open up some pages here so you guys get a quick look in it. So here we go, and how the books are laid out in here is basically like a storybook-esque. So it's bounded just like a storybook. You have your sort of your equipments, your how kind of like a session's played, and there is a pre-made adventure in here and some little your monster manuals. So this is the original character sheet right here. With newer books, they've added other creatures, so you just don't have to play horses. You can be dragons, you can be Pegasus, all other sorts of creatures. So looking at this sheet, we have our stats. We have friendship, which depending if you choose other races you can't use, your health, and your 3 stats. So why I really like this game, especially if you have kids, you can reskin this. And this is what we actually used to do at my old job before it shut down. We would take this rule system and reskin it for D&D. And this is why. Anyone who's played role-playing games before understands the D20 system or the D6 system. How this game works is you have 3 primary stats. And depending on how good your stat is of that, you get a dice. All the stats start at D4, going up 1 dice each time you level, which is, as rules is written, is once per session. So every time you finish a session, you get to level up. So how you'd create your character is you take, and this one's super simple, you take whatever race you'd want to be. And you can make up, and the best part about this, just like GURPS, you can make up any rule you want, as long as you talk to your DM about it. But basically you choose your name, you write your name, the type of creature you're being, you then write your level, which is 1, and then your element. Element is basically, think your alignment for this game. Statum is your health, so everyone creatures will have certain stats. Earth ponies and other ones, and like buffalo and stuff, will have higher starting ones. You know, or I guess your body is your con, strength, dex. Mind is your intelligence or wisdom. Charisma is your charisma. Then your talents are your main sort of like class features. The CM being your cutie mark or your what makes you special. And your quirks, which you have to take, is kind of like what makes you unique, but in a semi-harmful way. So are you allergic to stuff? Do you have to wear glasses? And of course you have your, your pictures. So as you play, we get here, we'll get an example here for you guys. So as you can see here on this sheet, we have their sort of stats, their abilities with their dice, and a little abbreviation about them, and their quirks, and their character. So just showing you a bit of the book. Don't worry about me bending this. I have a better copy that I can, I use. Anyways, I'm just getting all the art pages, aren't I? We have your talents, so all your skills that you can do. Of course, there's more books out there that add stuff and what have you. Your page that tells you about the race, the stats that they get, things like that. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, we're going to be doing more of these in the future, and hopefully with other books that you might be interested in, including Pathfinder, stuff like that I kind of teased at the beginning of the video. But thank you for watching. What can I say? It's great. It's a great book for those who have kids, who want to get younger people into it, or who want to play a different RPG that has the feeling of D&D, but doesn't want the hardcore rules. Again, very easy to reskin. I would definitely recommend it for that reason. If not, if you like My Little Pony, it's a great alternative until the new one comes out. Or if you do really like My Little Pony and want a more advanced version because you play Pathfinder or D&D, search up my MLP Roleplay is Magic. They still have the books up there with different editions which add different races and updates. Yeah, I can say it's one of the better intro RPGs I've seen out there, licensed at least. I've heard GURPS is another one that is great if you just want generic fantasy, which I might have to take a look at later on in the future. I know I definitely want to take a look at Lancer, which is the Gundam, basically Battletech roleplay game. I want to check out Battletech. Call of Cthulhu, which I have books of and stuff like that. But with that, I think I'm going to go. My camera's about to die here, but still trying to figure out how to charge this damn thing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for dealing with me talking about My Pony, kind of getting this pilot episode out there, have you. I fully understand if you want to skip. I just wanted to get this video out there so you guys can kind of see the first half, like how this is going to work. and just, you know, get videos out there for you guys. But anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy the weekend. You guys have a great day. Hope to see you guys on streams, which I stream every Friday with my roommate, where we play Pokemon. And then Saturdays, if I have the time to do it, I stream painting and stuff. And hopefully with the new setup I get with the camera and things, we'll be able to do it for longer than just a few moments and having to switch to the webcams. But with that, I'm gonna go. Bye.